The Chicago Bears are currently engulfed in one of the most intense crises in recent franchise history, centered around the apparent fallout between head coach Ben Johnson and star running back DeAndre Swift. This situation has sent shockwaves through the NFL community, with fans and analysts alike questioning the future of a team that had hoped to rebuild around its young talents. Ben Johnson, in an unexpected and somewhat dramatic declaration, stated that he no longer wants DeAndre Swift on the team. This announcement comes as a bombshell because Swift, considered one of the Bears' most valuable offensive weapons, was expected to be foundational to have left many puzzled and concerned about the internal dynamics of teammates over playing style, or perhaps differences in commitment and attitude. Whatever the reasons, the public revelation of such a rift points to deeper structural problems within the Bears' locker room, raising serious questions about leadership and player management. As the team struggles to find cohesion on and off the field, the repercussions of this clash could have far-reaching effects, not only on the current season's performance, but also on future roster decisions and team culture. Ben Johnson's bold stance against keeping Swift signals a potentially radical shift in the Bears' strategy, which could involve rebuilding the team's core without one of its most promising athletes. This is a surprising move considering Swift's impressive performance stats and his proven ability to influence games with his agility and vision on the field. However, Johnson's remarks hint at a philosophical or personal clash that transcends mere statistics or on-field production. The Bears are now at a crossroads, faced with the challenge of balancing talent retention against maintaining discipline and unity within the squad. For a team that has struggled in recent years to establish a winning identity, the loss of a player like Swift could either be a setback or a catalyst for necessary change, depending on how the organization manages the fallout. Fans have taken to social media expressing a mixture of disbelief, frustration, and hope, while commentators debate whether Johnson's approach is a sign of strong leadership or reckless impatience. The pressure on Johnson to justify this decision will only mount as the season progresses and the team's results come under scrutiny. This tense atmosphere inside the Bears camp highlights the delicate nature of managing elite athletes and the thin line coaches walk between authority and collaboration. The potential departure of DeAndre Swift is also likely to have a significant impact on the Bears' offensive dynamics. Swift's versatility as a running back, capable of both powerful runs and precise receptions, made him a key cog in the team's playbook. His absence could force the Bears to rethink their offensive schemes and place more responsibility on less experienced players. This transition period might cause growing pains, as the team attempts to find new rhythm and chemistry without one of its most dynamic contributors. Moreover, the psychological effect on the locker room could be substantial, as teammates witness a major player being publicly sidelined by the coach's decision. This might lead to a divided locker room, or, conversely, it could galvanize other players to step up and fill the void. Either way, the Bears are in for a turbulent time as they navigate this crisis. The front office will also need to weigh in heavily on the situation, balancing short-term damage control with long-term planning. Trade rumors are already swirling, and speculation about who might replace Swift if he is indeed removed from the roster has begun to heat up. The next few weeks will be critical in determining how this saga unfolds and what direction the Bears will ultimately take. Fans of the Chicago Bears have long been loyal, enduring years of ups and downs with unwavering passion. This latest turmoil surrounding DeAndre Swift, one of the team's brightest stars, has left many feeling unsettled. The emotional connection between fans and players runs deep, and seeing a player of Swift's caliber publicly rejected by the head coach disrupts the bond that supporters cherish. Social media is buzzing with debates, with some fans siding with Johnson's tough love approach while others are rallying behind Swift, criticizing the coach for what they see as a harsh and premature judgment. This public clash reveals not only the fragility of team dynamics, but also the high stakes involved in professional sports, where performance, personality, and politics intertwine. For the Bears, maintaining fan support during this turbulent period will be essential. Community engagement, transparent communication, and positive results on the field will all be necessary to restore confidence. The media spotlight is intense, and every move by the Bears management, coaching staff, and players is being dissected. In such an environment, the team must tread carefully to avoid alienating its fan base while striving to rebuild and compete. The crisis between Ben Johnson and DeAndre Swift also highlights the increasing challenges modern NFL coaches face in managing star players. These athletes are not only top performers on the field, but also public figures with significant influence and expectations. Coaches must navigate complex personalities, egos, and sometimes conflicting interests within the locker room. Johnson's hardline stance could be interpreted as an attempt to assert authority and set standards, but it risks alienating key talent if not handled delicately. The balance between discipline and encouragement is a tightrope walk, and the Bears' current predicament exemplifies how quickly things can spiral when communication breaks down. The power dynamics in professional sports teams are constantly shifting, and the ability of a coach to maintain respect and cohesion is paramount. Johnson's decision to openly state he doesn't want Swift on the team might serve as a warning to others, but it also raises questions about internal conflict resolution mechanisms within the Bears organization. How this situation resolves itself will offer lessons not only for the Bears, but for coaching staffs across the league facing similar challenges with star players. From a strategic perspective, the Bears must consider the wider implications of losing a player like DeAndre Swift. His skill set, including quick acceleration, excellent route running, and the ability to break tackles, is hard to replace in today's NFL. The running back position has evolved, and dynamic players like Swift are often central to a team's offensive identity. If the Bears move forward without him, they will need to find creative solutions, either through the draft, trades, or developing younger players to fill the void. This could also affect how opposing teams prepare defensively, as Swift's absence would change the Bears' threat profile. Defensive coordinators around the league pay close attention to such roster changes, and the Bears might face new challenges in maintaining offensive unpredictability. The pressure on Johnson and his coaching staff to adapt their game plans will be immense. The team's front office will also have to act decisively to support the coach's vision while ensuring that the roster remains competitive. This balancing act between personnel decisions and tactical adjustments will be crucial as the Bears seek to recover from this upheaval and aim for a successful season. Looking ahead, the Bears management faces a critical decision-making period where they must weigh the costs and benefits of standing firm with Ben Johnson's demands versus attempting to reconcile with DeAndre Swift. The latter, after all, remains a highly productive player whose presence on the field could be instrumental in turning the team. These changes take time to implement and perfect, and the Bears may endure some growing pains during this transition. Opposing defenses will likely test the Bears' weakened ground game early and often, exploiting any vulnerability. The team's ability to adapt quickly will be critical in limiting damage and maintaining competitiveness as the saga unfolds. This uncertainty on offense could also affect team morale, making leadership and communication all the more vital. Meanwhile, the psychological toll on DeAndre Swift cannot be ignored. Being publicly cast out by a coach is a significant blow to any player's confidence and motivation. Swift's response to this adversity will be crucial, not only for his own career, but also for how he is perceived around the league. Players who face public criticism must often prove their resilience by maintaining high performance and professionalism despite the turmoil. How Swift handles this challenge could define his next career chapter, whether it results in renewed commitment to the Bears or a fresh start elsewhere. This moment tests his character and mental toughness in a way few other situations can. Support from teammates, family, and fans may help him stay focused and positive, but the pressure is undeniable. The media spotlight will continue to follow his every move, making it essential for Swift to manage his public image carefully. His ability to channel this setback into motivation could turn this crisis into an opportunity for personal and professional growth. For the coaching staff beyond Ben Johnson, this crisis adds another layer of complexity to their responsibilities. Coordinators, position coaches, and support personnel must maintain stability and continuity amid the distraction and uncertainty. Their roles become even more critical in managing the rest of the roster, keeping players engaged, and ensuring that team preparation does not falter. Maintaining a positive locker room environment and fostering camaraderie will be challenging but essential tasks. Coaches must balance supporting their head coach's decisions while addressing the concerns and morale of players who might be unsettled by the public dispute. This situation highlights the importance of cohesive leadership teams and effective communication channels within professional sports organizations. The Bears' ability to keep their coaching staff unified and focused during this difficult period will impact their on-field results and overall team culture. How these behind-the-scenes efforts play out could be decisive in determining the team's ability to navigate through the storm. Additionally, the front office has a critical role in steering the franchise through this turmoil. General manager and executives must collaborate closely with coaching staff to develop a clear strategy that addresses both immediate and long-term needs. This includes assessing the trade market, exploring free agency options, and planning draft priorities to fill any gaps created by Swift's possible exit. They also must manage the salary cap implications and contractual obligations involved. The front office's responsiveness and decisiveness will signal to the league and fans whether the Bears are committed to a coherent vision despite the crisis. Transparency in communication and a willingness to adapt plans based on evolving circumstances will be key traits of successful leadership at this level. The organization's reputation for handling conflict, talent development, and competitive ambition is on the line. How the front office navigates these challenges will influence the Bears' future trajectory and ability to rebuild a winning team. Fan engagement remains an essential component of the Bears' strategy moving forward. With this crisis unfolding publicly, the team must find ways to reassure and involve their loyal supporters. Hosting fan events, sharing behind-the-scenes content, and fostering open dialogue can help maintain a connection despite the difficult news. Fans want to feel part of the journey, including its struggles, and effective communication can prevent alienation and frustration. The Bears might also consider leveraging social media platforms to provide timely updates and positive narratives that balance the negative headlines. Community outreach and highlighting other team achievements or promising players can keep fan enthusiasm alive. Keeping the fan base engaged is vital not only for ticket sales and merchandise, but also for creating an energetic home environment that inspires players. The emotional bond between team and supporters is a powerful force and must be nurtured carefully, especially during turbulent times. The organization's ability to harness this energy could prove invaluable in overcoming the current crisis. Meanwhile, the NFL as a league watches the Bears situation closely, aware that conflicts between coaches and star players can have ripple effects across the sport. This episode serves as a reminder of the evolving power dynamics within teams and the importance of effective leadership. The league may take an interest in supporting conflict resolution efforts or providing resources for team management to handle such challenges better. It also raises broader questions about player empowerment, coaching authority, and organizational culture in professional football. Other teams will likely study the Bears' handling of this crisis to glean lessons that could prevent similar situations. The NFL's competitive balance depends on healthy team environments where talent can flourish without destructive internal strife. The outcome of the Bears' dispute could influence league policies or inspire new approaches to player-coach relations. As the most-watched professional football league worldwide, the NFL's image and integrity benefit from teams maintaining professionalism even amid adversity. Finally, the Ben Johnson and DeAndre Swift crisis encapsulates the high drama and complexity inherent in professional sports today. It reflects the intense pressure on all parties involved, from coaches and players to management and fans, to perform, lead, and adapt in a constantly changing landscape. The Bears stand at a pivotal moment that could redefine their identity and future success. Whether this episode ends with reconciliation, trade, or continued conflict, it will leave a lasting mark on the franchise's history. The lessons learned here about communication, leadership, resilience, and team culture are universally relevant across sports and beyond. As the saga unfolds, the world watches not just a football story, but a human story of ambition, conflict, and a search for harmony in a highly competitive arena. For the Chicago Bears, the road ahead is uncertain, but it is also filled with opportunity, if they can navigate the storm wisely. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video. Beyond the tactical and on-field implications, Tyreek Hill's presence brings an undeniable boost to the Bears' locker room culture. Known for his competitive fire and relentless work ethic, Hill is expected to elevate not only the team's offensive output, but also its overall mindset. Teammates have already expressed excitement about having Hill join their ranks, recognizing that his drive to win and exceptional talent will push everyone to raise their game. This kind of leadership by example can be transformative in a league where mental toughness and cohesion are as important as physical ability. Hill's experience playing in high-stakes games adds valuable insight and confidence to a Bears squad looking to break through to the next level. His arrival could mark a turning point in how the team prepares and competes week after week. The atmosphere in training camp and on game days will undoubtedly change, with more energy and focus centered around maximizing the impact of a player of Hill's caliber. This cultural shift is crucial because success in the NFL often hinges on team chemistry and a shared belief in the goal. With Hill's competitive spirit and charismatic personality, the Bears may have found the catalyst for a new era of cohesion and success. Financially, the Bears' investment in Tyreek Hill reflects a bold commitment to winning now, even if it means tough decisions elsewhere on the roster. Signing a star of Hill's caliber requires allocating significant salary cap space, which puts pressure on the front office to balance talent acquisition with sustainability. This deal signals that the Bears are prioritizing immediate impact and playoff contention over long-term savings or gradual rebuilding. Fans are eager to see this investment pay off, hoping that Hill's on-field production justifies the financial gamble. The front office's willingness to invest heavily in Hill also sends a message to other potential free agents and draft prospects that Chicago is a serious contender with a vision for success. It raises expectations across the board, not only for Hill, but for the entire roster. The financial commitment also highlights the importance of strategic roster management, as the Bears will need to continue building around Hill with complementary pieces. This balancing act between spending and building will be a key storyline throughout the season. Ultimately, the signing represents a high-stakes bet that Hill's talent and leadership will help push the Bears into the upper echelon of NFL teams and energize a fan base hungry for success. The quarterback position, often seen as the linchpin of any NFL offense, stands to gain immensely from Tyreek Hill's arrival. Having a receiver with Hill's speed and playmaking ability opens up the passing game, allowing the quarterback to take more calculated risks downfield. This dynamic can transform a quarterback's confidence and performance, giving them a reliable weapon who can create separation and make contested catches. For the Bears, this means their QB can potentially improve their efficiency and impact on the game, thanks to Hill's ability to stretch defenses and create explosive plays. The relationship between Hill and the quarterback will be one of the most intriguing developments to watch as the season unfolds. Chemistry and timing will be essential, but given Hill's experience and professionalism, the potential for a productive partnership is high. This dynamic not only benefits the players directly involved, but also enhances the overall offensive scheme. A strong receiver-QB connection can elevate the entire team's performance, making the Bears more competitive in close games. As the Bears continue to develop their quarterback situation, Hill's presence adds an important piece to the puzzle that could tip the scales in Chicago's favor. In addition to on-field and financial factors, Tyreek Hill's arrival has a significant impact on fan engagement and the overall atmosphere surrounding the Bears franchise. His signing has energized the fan base, leading to increased ticket sales, merchandise purchases, and social media buzz. This renewed enthusiasm creates a positive feedback loop. Players feed off the energy of the crowd, and the crowd's excitement is fueled by the team's improved performance. Chicago is a city known for its passionate sports fans, and Hill's arrival has reignited their hope for a winning season and potential playoff success. The celebrations surrounding Hill's signing, including fan events and public appearances, have also helped strengthen the bond between the player and the community. This connection is crucial because a strong fan base can provide the emotional and financial support necessary for sustained success. Hill's charisma and willingness to engage with fans have helped build goodwill and foster a sense of unity. This revitalized fan engagement marks a turning point for the Bears franchise, signaling a new era where on-field excitement and off-field passion go hand in hand. The competitive landscape of the NFC North has shifted considerably with Tyreek Hill's addition to the Bears. The division, traditionally dominated by teams like the Packers and Vikings, now faces a Chicago squad with a weapon capable of changing the balance of power. Hill's speed and ability to make big plays in crucial moments add a new level of threat to divisional matchups. Opponents will have to adjust their defensive schemes specifically to contain Hill, which can open opportunities for the Bears in other areas of the game. This raises the stakes for every NFC North game and makes the division race more unpredictable and exciting. The addition of a player like Hill sends a clear message to the Bears' rivals that Chicago is not content to remain a middle-of-the-pack team. Instead, they are positioning themselves as serious contenders, capable of challenging for the division title and playoff success. This competitive shift will have ripple effects throughout the league, as teams across the NFL take notice of the Bears' newfound offensive firepower and adapt accordingly. Hill's presence could be the catalyst that elevates the Bears into a new tier of NFL competition. Finally, Tyreek Hill's arrival in Chicago represents more than just a football signing. It's a symbol of transformation and ambition for the entire Bears organization. This moment reflects years of planning, effort, and hope converging into a tangible opportunity to compete at the highest level. Hill's signing embodies the Bears' renewed commitment to excellence and their willingness to make bold moves to achieve it. It sends a powerful message to fans, players, and a league that Chicago is ready to be a dominant force once again. The excitement surrounding Hill's arrival goes beyond his physical talents. It's about the spirit of a franchise eager to reclaim its place among the NFL elite. This new chapter is filled with promise, challenges, and the thrill of potential greatness. As Hill takes the field in Bears colors, every play will be a testament to the hard work and dreams of a team and city united in pursuit of football glory. The future feels bright, the expectations are high, and Chicago's football story is entering an electrifying new era centered around Tyreek Hill's incredible talent and charisma. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.